It's Juneteenth, also known as Emancipation Day, commemorating the end of slavery on this very day in 1865. News Channel 11's Ansley Daniel joins us in studio on this Friday with more on how Tennessee's oldest town had a part by having the nation's first abolitionist newspaper.
Yeah, Casey, Elihu Embry was the son of a Quaker minister who moved from Pennsylvania to what is known as Northeast Tennessee today. Now, Embry was a prominent iron manufacturer, but he was also the publisher of the Emancipator. It's a paper that advocated for freeing slaves, stopping slavery, and just not participating in it at all. The first issue was printed and published on Main Street in Jonesboro back in April of 1820. Now, people did have to subscribe to it, but Embry made sure that his voice was heard by those who could actually make the change.
He was passive aggressively sending this to people, state leaders across the nation at the time that he felt would benefit from hearing this, also to merchants, to slave owners that he knew.
Now, although Embry called for abolition, he did own slaves himself, including a woman named Nancy and her 5 children. The Heritage Alliance says that he advocated for Nancy and her family to be freed in his will, but there's no record as to whether or not that actually happened. Now, the Alliance did create a play, though, based on Nancy and her life.
People can kind of dig into Nancy's story very specifically and maybe some of the emotions and conflicting ideals that she was experiencing, things especially concerning the dichotomy of being enslaved and knowing that the Emancipator was being published, hearing Elihu talk about his sentiments, and also knowing that this may never apply to her or her children.
Now, you can see Nancy as part of Tales of Our 250th, the Jonesboro History Variety Show at the Jackson Theater on August 20th at 7 o'clock. Now, the Emancipator, it only ran for 6 months, and it ceased operations when Embry fell ill. However, in 2021, the publication was resurrected in name in Boston, dedicated to social justice and anti-racism. You can find the exhibit, though, on Embry and the Emancipator at the Jonesboro Visitor Center.